Welcome to It's Open with Ilana Glazer. That's me. I'm so excited to have this podcast out. Podcast. I hate like the word. It's obviously like oversaturated or whatever. And it's like, my podcast. But I'm just so excited to have it out and have this like vehicle to talk to you, viewer and listener. Welcome to It's Open with Ilana Glazer. Hi. It is the end of the year. It's I'm hoping that you're getting some coziness in and beating the winter sads. Okay, obviously I'm not going to not mention the iconic Broad City episode of Ilana using her sad lamp, which that came out of me actually using a sad lamp, and it didn't really work for me. It works for some people. Some people like literally need to go to the tanning booth or something in winter to feel the warmth, to feel the light, but it doesn't work for me. The light itself is like so white and bright, and I found it depressing to use. You know what I mean? But in Broad City, we like took it up to a cartoonish level as though I was like powering up. Oh God, and RuPaul was my manager. It was so funny. So proud of it. Wow, the winter is, it really is rough. My daughter doesn't want to go outside because it's too fucking cold, and she hates the winter wear. And I'm like, I can't argue with you. You know, even to get to an indoor play space or a friend's house, like we have to get dressed to go there, and it is unpleasant. So I get it, girl, but you got to get these mittens on. I ordered some like wool tights that I'm really excited about, some bodysuits to make winter looks cleaner. I'm 38. I'm going to say that a lot. I'm 38. And I want to feel contained, smooth, and like polished without necessarily wearing starchy fabrics. I got some like wool pants with a bodysuit. It's like, is this a lawyer? You know what I mean? Like, is she like a doctor and this is her time off? You know what I mean? I'm at a point in my life where I'm now being that like 90s Italian mom on Long Island that I grew up in the houses of, who's like, family is everything. Family is everything. I'm like, family is everything. And family to me is community, because the construct of the nuclear family has like ripped us from our communities and made us almost like siloed us in nuclear family households. And, you know, I grew up on Long Island in the suburbs on a 1/4 acre plot of land. And it was such an isolating, construct. This is what I love about living in a city. It's like more like immediate connection to people. And as the darkness of winter sets in, I'm finding myself calling my friends more. I'm voice memoing all the time, but like calling my friends more, needing to like hear their voices in real time, calling my family to feel connected. It's like a really hard time. 2025 had a project, an evil project around it, planned around it, that was enacted. It started off with Elon Musk's Nazi salute. I mean, that was a double Nazi salute, a double Sig Heil at the presidential inauguration. I mean, how crazy. That's not even like, people are like, it's idiocracy. This isn't idiocracy. This is just like frightening, like a Nazi salute twice. Girl, he didn't do it once, he did it twice. And then, you know, all these publications owned by billionaires are twisting their own arms to call it anything but a Nazi salute, an awkward gesture, LOL. I'll tell you, it's awkward. A fascist salute, a Roman salute. Meanwhile, these are just code words for Nazi. Also, it's like, don't twist your arm. Hold it straight out, just like Elon Musk did. Because if you're defending a Nazi salute, you are doing a Nazi salute. That was fucking crazy. But it showed, it was honest. I'll give him that. It was honest. The people in power have us looking right and looking left when we should be looking up and down. These billionaires have grown their wealth 13% in a year. The number of billionaires has grown, and we're seeing total class solidarity from the billionaires down. Being a billionaire right now is an act of violence. Hoarding wealth when so many people are suffering and not paying your fucking taxes is an act of violence. It's a cruelty. It's mentally unwell to be a billionaire. Fucking badass Billie Eilish. Billie fucking Eilish, bitch. How she was like at this dinner, she's like, if you're a billionaire in this room, why are you a billionaire? And I'll call him Dark Chuckleberg, was like, duh. And he's just standing there, duh, frozen, you know? Because it's like, it's you, girl. We're talking about you. Josh Johnson once did a roast of him and called him Screech. He is so Screech from Saved by the Bell. May you rest in peace, Dust and Diamond. Billie Eilish was like, I've given away my money. I've given away so much of my money. And I recently found out, of course, Dolly Parton could have been a billionaire, but she kept giving away her money to not be. And the thing is, we all agree. We all fucking agree. Most of us agree, because most of us are not billionaires, never fucking will be. We agree that at $999,999, then it should go, then the rest of your money should go to a social safety net and should just pay off everybody's starvation, should pay to combat the climate crisis, and should pay for the whole world to live, honestly, just to thrive. Everyone on this planet should have a basic standard of human rights, a global standard for basic human rights. But also, I'm like, there's enough money for everybody to fucking thrive. So fuck you. I saw that Jeff Bezos got his wife a $5 million ring. It's like, that's not even creative. A ring that costs more than everybody else's. He has a yacht. The New York Times once covered Bezos's yacht. He's got the biggest yacht in the world. Yeah, of course he does. He's got all the money. But what you did with all that money was the bigger yacht, the biggest yacht. I mean, it's so uncool and so lame and so uncreative, and it proves that this system is rigged, not about creativity or merit, but rigged for a certain type of person to profit. Because if the wealthiest person in the world, if their idea of spending their money is a bigger big yacht or a bigger big ring, you know it's fucking rigged. Okay, so moving on. ICE. What ICE is doing right now is so heinous and so evil, and it is the Gestapo. You know, there was reports of children in Chicago having their wrists zip tied in the middle of the night. And then billionaire-owned media companies, man, were like, no, that's not what happened. It was something else. If you're twisting and bending and chopping and screwing the truth, then it becomes even clearer that toddlers were zip tied in fucking Chicago and that ICE took them away. I have heard reports of children missing because their parents are missing. And if there's no parent to watch after a kid, fucked up shit happens to the kid. These people who are being captured, they're being sent to labor camps, prisons, in countries that they have nothing to fucking do with or that they haven't lived in years and years. This country, in order to commit its just heinous evil acts, has always had a boogeyman, right? We always have a fucking boogeyman. Native Americans are the boogeyman. The narrative, in order to complete this murderous destruction, would say that Native Americans were savages when the colonizers were savages, raping and pillaging and capturing and all this shit. And our government also created propaganda to make Black people the boogeyman and their descendants. People who had been, or who are descended from human beings who were ripped from their homes, captured, kidnapped, and forced here to be enslaved. They're the fucking boogeyman? No, the people controlling them, hurting them, torturing them to carry out labor they themselves can't do, that is the boogeyman. That's the colonizing person is the boogeyman. And then, of course, we've seen every group, Asian people, Muslims, Arabs, Jews. Now it's just immigrants. It's immigrants. All this to say, the people carrying out the fucking torture and murder, that is who the boogeyman is. ICE is the boogeyman. The government is the fucking boogeyman. The billionaires are the fucking boogeyman right now. How the fuck can you, a masked agent, go into neighborhoods and take people out of their cars, out of their homes, separate children from their parents? Shame on you. Fuck you. And they're covering it up. It's not like they're really proud of it. They're covering it up in order to make it seem like everything is normal. But if we saw more coverage of ICE, what ICE is doing on the mainstream, mainstream America would stand up, because it is not normal. It is evil. It is just straight evil. I'm going to grab my iPad really quick because I pulled some facts that really warrant actual reading. One sec. Okay, just for these specific purposes, this article from the National Immigration Law Center has really good information about how Trump's mass deportation agenda endangers us all. The only coherent policy goal of this administration when it comes to immigration is its relentless pursuit of cruelty. The strategy is clear: to cultivate so much suffering and fear through real and threatened violence that immigrants choose to abandon their communities and lives in the United States. Mass deportations are forecast to reduce our nation's gross domestic product by more than 7% in the next 3 years, greater than the damage to the U.S. economy during the Great Recession from 2007 to 2009, when the country's GDP fell by more than 4%. Economists have estimated that deporting 1.3 million immigrants would increase prices 1.5% in the next 3 years. Deporting 8.3 million immigrants in that time would increase prices by more than 9%. Do we fucking need that? Everything is so fucking expensive. Do we fucking need that? This is greater than the inflation the United States saw from 2019 to 2021 during COVID, when prices went up by less than 8% over 3 years. Immigrants are essential to the U.S. economy, paying almost $580 billion in taxes annually. Meanwhile, they're not paying their fucking taxes. The billionaires who have more money than they could ever fucking spend, they're just in a video game race to see who wins. These numbers in their bank accounts mean nothing to them. They mean nothing to their daily life. And meanwhile, immigrants are paying $580 billion in taxes, including massive contributions to federal, state, and Social Security taxes. Contrary to this administration's claims, undocumented immigrants contribute far more to Social Security than they receive. In 2022, they contributed $26 billion in Social Security taxes, despite being ineligible to receive the benefits they're paying for. Fuck these motherfuckers. Fuck these motherfuckers. Everything could be paid. These billionaires could pay for, and our government could pay to end hunger, could fight the climate crisis, and still be the richest people in the fucking world, and we wouldn't even fucking care. Go party. Do whatever the fuck you want. You want the biggest boat in the world? Go have the biggest boat in the world. This is just cruel. This is disgusting. We're seeing neighborhoods fight back. We do keep us safe, and we can fight back. But it's just like, why the fuck do we have to be doing this? It's so wrong. There was actually a fucking group in Chicago that was using Facebook to give real-time updates. Chicago is like, oh my God, go Chicago, go Chicago, go Illinois. You are killing it, dude. From the governor down to the everyday citizen in Chicago is like fighting to keep each other safe. And there was this community like update on Facebook in Chicago that was so effective. Mark Zuckerberg said it couldn't be, we can't keep this on Facebook, because it was actually working to keep people safe. Dark Chuckleberg, little Westchester boy, formerly known the founder of FaceMash, what Facebook originally was, a girl ranking website to rank women's looks, he shut the community updates to ICE raids down in Chicago. Thanks, dude. Thanks so much. Okay. Moving on, data centers are trying to kill us all. These billionaires are investing in each other's like AI companies and shit. This shit is about to burst. It makes no sense. Like, like, what are we doing this for? Pictures of horses in tutus? Like, what is this for? And it's the better it gets, the like more wrong it feels. These data centers are poisoning our water. They're using up all the water. They're ruining the land, and they are actually running out of data. They are at this point right now, this bubble is about to burst. It's nonsense. It's fucking nonsense. And it's just like cryptocurrency. It's just a new currency and a sort of invented product for them to like, jerk off together and stroke each other, to invest in each other's product. And it's all like fake and means nothing for practical life. And once again, it lacks all creativity. People are fighting back locally to not allow these data centers to be built. They're getting together and they're like, no. And pressure from people works. Organized energy and power and magic of people works. I don't know what to tell you. We're going to get through this. We literally are. But meanwhile, all of our electricity bills are going up to power their data centers, because it's all nonsense. It's all nonsense. Our electricity bills are going up. Doge, what a fucking disaster. A lot of these federal workers who had been fired were Black. This is anti-Black racism, period. That is the number one fucking goal of Project 2025, to turn back civil rights and to go back in time when protections for racial equality were not yet invented. The tornado that was Doge caused 600,000 unnecessary deaths. If you're listening to this only, I'm just sitting in silence because I'm shocked. Most of those were children. Sadistic, disgusting, psychotic. And economist Michael Green adjusted the poverty line to actually reflect prices and the cost of living in this country. And he said it was about $140,000 a year for a family of four. Washington Post, owned by Jeff Bezos, has just unbelievable crap coming out of it, including responding to this, doing damage control to this. Like, the owner of the Washington Post is specifically causing that poverty line to go up. And so Washington Post puts out, propaganda that says experts scoff at the new poverty line. But he may have a point because they can't fully fucking lie. Experts scoff. Yeah, you know what? You would scoff because you have no words to say. You would just go, oh. Yeah, well, you're fucking causing it, and we all hate you, so you should scoff. I don't know if you saw this Washington Post headline, why you may not want lower prices as much as you think you do. What? Of course I want lower prices. I can't afford anything. Of course I want lower prices of everything so that I can afford to live. As much as I think I do, that's straight up mind control. That's straight up fucking mind control. Don't forget the big, brutal bill that was part of Doge and part of SNAP and USAID. This took food off of people's fucking tables, off of families' tables. Our health insurance premiums are spiking. All of us. They may cut access to health insurance for the lowest income people, but the rest of us are feeling those costs rise. And it's all because of the billionaires. It's all because of our government right now. And during the shutdown, them twisting, the truth to say that it's the Democrats' fault, but you own the government, bitch. So it's all you. Okay, let's move on. Let's laugh at them for a second. I just wanted to throw up this picture of Trump on Time magazine, the upskirt shot of his neck. Ooh, and he was not wearing panties that day, girl. Get some panties on that thing. That is embarrassing, girl. I'm not here to look at lips under your chin, okay? And then obviously we saw him all freak out about it. You can't picture there's no more insecure person than this person, because he's right. I mean, it's an incredibly unflattering picture, but it's totally accurate. Really, the only person I want to make fun of is RFK. Like this. The guy is barely alive. He's married to Cheryl Hines. RFK looks like he was caught under the pool cover for this season. And you open it up in May and you find a squirrel and RFK waterlogged. This motherfucker was caught under the fucking pool cover. Okay? And then this bitch, holy shit, Marjorie Taylor Green stepping down. She did a MTG Humanities tour before resigning. I'm not so evil. Yeah, you are, dude. You voted to take food off of children's plates. You have said anti-black shit. You have said anti-immigrant shit. You have said anti-Jew shit. You are anti-human rights. You are as rotten-spirited as you've always been. There's no turn from that. There's no turn from that. However, the most generous thing you can do is go away. And that is honestly the most graceful thing I can see this person has ever done. However, she grabbed the bag. She became a multi-fucking millionaire in one day at a time, one day here, one day there. Insider trading, her access to that insider trading in Congress. So there's nothing positive about her other than that she's getting out of our faces, although we'll fucking see. She'll be a talking head and won't leave us the fuck alone. The people have the power. There are not 3,000 billionaires in the world. There's 29-something hundred billionaires in the world. There are 8 billion of us. We are the real billionaires because we have billions of people. We can overcome this. Their fucking year is over. It's come to a head. The pimple has been popped. We see it. It is so in plain sight. We do need to look each other in the eyes. We need to sort out reality and hold each other's hands in this, but we can fucking do this. We can overcome this dark, dark moment by sticking together and organizing. They need us. They need us. They need our buy-in. That's why they keep tricking us. They wouldn't even write the stupid articles, the Washington Post, higher prices are pretty cool. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't try to get our fucking buy-in if they didn't need us. They do. The people have the power. We do. We have to keep up the pressure. We have to stay connected and join the fight as we can. You know, I am really hoping to reach millennial moms on this podcast. I know a lot of moms who say, I can't watch the news. I don't know how you do it. It's too heartbreaking. It's too disgusting. And the miracle of raising children safely is hard to allow poison into. And I get that. I get that. And I want to say that living your life healthfully with pleasure in your community and being a part of your community is the resistance. That is the first step in resistance. First of all, don't discount raising children. That's raising good-hearted children who prioritize humanity. That is incredibly important. And that's the first step in maintaining humanity. But even just being engaged, like I'm hoping with this project for those moms who don't want to be engaged, like I got you. Do your thing, be a good fucking parent, moms and dads, be the best parent you can, be the best partner you can, be the best community member you can. And maybe I got you. This year, you know, barreling towards destruction and doom and gloom. And there were moments, especially when the big brutal bill was passed. And then the government shut down. Those 8 Democrats broke for personal profit. $1 million here, $1 million there. That's what you're fucking selling the country for. A, fuck you. But B, it seems so doomy and gloomy. But then Mr. Zohran Mamdani, what a movement. What a moment. November 4th, 2025, we had elections all across this country. We had progressive and Democratic wins all across the country. Some progressive, some standard Democrats. Okay, I'll take all of it, man. I'll take it. But Zohran Mamdani, he ran such a successful campaign. His charisma, his, you know, the light emanating from his eyes and his smile, but the affordability that he stayed on. He stayed on message, dude. And Zohran's message of affordability, that is a ... human rights. What we can see is our electricity bills going up, our grocery bills going up, and our health premiums going up. Affordability is about human rights. It's about being able to afford our basic human rights and have a life, have a full life. We all deserve rest, pleasure. We deserve to go to the movies and laugh. We deserve to go fucking dancing and be able to afford a babysitter. We deserve as human beings to be able to afford to travel comfortably, see other places, connect with other people, and know that we are all connected and that we are all one. Affordability is human rights. It is so important that we have pleasure. We are human beings to have pleasure. I don't know, you know, you definitely see other animals take pleasure. Dogs love being rubbed. But it's like human beings. Pleasure is part of our purpose, pleasure and beauty. This is a distinct priority of our species. It is so important that we feel good and feel safe and feel happy. And so, you know, being able to meet our basic needs is the first step in that. And I'm feeling hopeful about 2026. This year has been a doozy, but eat as well as you can, sleep as well as you can, feel as good as you can. And the way to get involved is to get local. School board elections, neighborhood meetings, and meetings with your faith group are such a great way to get involved. And also, I just want to shout out some of my favorite organizations. Indivisible is the widest reaching activist organization that I know of in this country. If you look up Indivisible and you put in your zip code, I assure you that there is an Indivisible group near you. I'm not telling you to do anything other than know about your local Indivisible group. That's all I'm saying. Good people to follow. I follow Courier for news. I follow Perfect Union, Joy Reid, Brittany Packnett Cunningham, Mother Jones, Democracy Now. If we can just share reality and just have our hold your hand out. I'm not saying be the biggest fucking activist in the world. I'm just saying hold your hand out, hold hands, and let's walk forward together. We are entering America's 250th birthday. It is open. What that can mean is open, and we are going to make it mean care and health for our neighbors. We can actually make it mean no taxation without representation. I don't feel fucking represented. Do you? No. We can make it mean free speech and voting rights and democracy, and I believe that we will. I know that we will, and we're going to do it together bit by bit. That's it. That's our little wrap up of the year. I believe that there are more good people than bad. I believe that people have more common sense than the people up top who are controlling the narrative want us to think that they do. Let's be in this together. Let's share reality that things are not right now, and we can make them right. We can make this world what we want it to be. We can make this country what we need it to be. And I really feel like it's open. The national narrative is open. So let's fucking do it. Let's do it. Let's get our pleasure this holiday season. Let's get cozy. Let's try not to fall into winter depression. Let's make some good, healthy choices so that we don't feel like hungover and sad or whatever, and just feel cozy and, watching movies, drinking tea, not pressuring ourselves to do more than we want. Really get that rest. That's what the winter is for, hibernating and feeling good. And thanks for joining me. I'm so excited about this whole thing. And so thanks for being here, and love ya. Bye. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been a Star Picks production. I want to thank my creative collaborators, my producers, Annika Carlson, David Rooklin, Madeline Kim, Glennis Meagher, and Kelsie Kiley. I want to thank our awesome editor, Tovah Leibowitz, and the people who made this look and sound so good: Nicole Maupin, Lexa Krebs, Kevin Deming, graphics and musical intro by Raymo Ventura, and outro music by Don Herr. That's it, you guys. Keep yourself safe, warm, hydrated, sleep as good as you can, and see you next time. Love ya. Bye.